Popular girl in school, my roommate, loved to toy with her impoverished, wheelchair-bound boyfriend, Danny. Once again, she told me to push Danny's wheelchair over, kicking him into the winter lake. Suddenly, a stream of on-screen comments floated before my eyes. The pampered heiress female lead in the dark, secretly rich princeling male lead. This dynamic is my absolute favorite. The worse our female lead is to the male lead now, the more intense their future love scenes will be. It's just a shame about this pretty little cannon fodder. I wonder if the male lead will blame her for all the wrongs he suffered pursuing the female lead, and then have her die a gruesome death. She deserved it, chasing money and doing bad deeds. She brought it on herself. This time, the male lead almost died in the lake, finally giving up his pretense of poverty and disability, which he used to prove the female lead would love him no matter what. He'll reclaim his identity and force her to love him. I paused my movement by the lake, then turned, jumped into the water, rescued Danny, and brought him back to my cheap rental apartment. I didn't want to be cannon fodder. I wanted to be the main character. Danny was unconscious for a long time. When he woke up, I was boiling water in a salvaged iron pot to give him fever reducers. A cockroach crawled past his foot, and his disabled leg twitched involuntarily, almost performing a medical miracle by jumping up. I pretended not to notice, holding the fever reducer to his lips, speaking hesitantly. "You have a bad fever. Take the medicine." Danny's face was unnaturally flushed, but that didn't stop him from swatting the fever reducer away with one hand. His lips moved as if to speak, but I beat him to it, apologizing. "I'm sorry for pushing you into the lake." My eyes were red, but a forced smile played on my face. "I know an apology can't make up for what I did to you, but please, at least let me take care of you until this cold is gone. Consider it my penance." My hand, holding the cup of water, trembled continuously. Danny's gaze imperceptibly swept across the damp, dimly lit basement, finally settling on my equally flushed face. "You have a fever too?" I widened my eyes slightly in surprise, shaking my head. "There's only one fever reducer left in the house. You take it. Don't pretend." Danny sneered. "Every time you help Chloe bully me, she gives you money. After all these times, it must be a hefty sum. You can't even afford a single cold medicine?" My body stiffened. The sole heir to the Thorne family, a titan in the business world, it would be effortless for him to know I was taking Chloe's money to bully him. Seeing the mockery in his eyes, and remembering what the on-screen comments said, that after this, Danny would become the high and mighty princeling, and it would be harder than hell for me to see him again, this was my last chance. I lowered my head, stammering, "That money, it needs to be spent on something more important." Danny impatiently looked away, about to stand up and leave, but the next second, he slumped back, half-conscious. Seeing that he was clearly aware but couldn't wake up, I nodded in satisfaction, snapped a syringe, and tossed it out of the basement. Chloe's money did indeed have a more important use, like buying a drug that renders someone immobile. Watching me laboriously carry Danny to the hospital, crying in fear yet still encouraging him to hang on, the on-screen comments exploded. "Is this cannon fodder crazy?" She pushed the male lead down then saved him, just missing his family coming to pick him up. If the male lead can't regain his identity, how will he force the female lead to love him? The cannon fodder has no money herself. What's the point of taking the male lead to the hospital? I'm genuinely worried she'll actually kill him by dragging him around. I certainly had no money, but I had blood. Carrying Danny's burning body, I practically knelt on the ground, begging the doctor to save him, my sleeves rolled high on my arms. "It's my blood donation time. Please take my blood. Whatever it takes, please save him. I can't lose him again." The doctor looked troubled. "Ms. Lin, you've been chronically malnourished, and you donate blood every month to cover your mother's medical expenses. You finally paid enough for this month in advance, so you don't need to donate blood again. Why for a stranger?